pretty. Come along. Hey garden gals and guys, it's Steph with Tiny's Garden, and today we are going to finally finish these front porch pots here. I've had these planted since the spring and they've done great, but now I want to finish up this front porch area and use these black cast iron urns I got from an estate sale last year and finish filling them up. I was playing around after I did my window boxes and decided I like the pop of red and kind of what I'm going for. So today we're going to finish these up and finish this front porch area up. I'd like to tie these in with these just a little more, so I'm probably going to add some red petunias to these as well, but we'll see what I come up with at the end. So I already went to the garden center this morning. Let's check out what I got. To start, I've got a flat of red wave petunias. Most of these things, actually everything here, was 50% off today. It's that time of year at the garden center, so that's one plus. If you've left some of your containers to be done a little later in the season, you get some good deals. But I've got these red wave petunias. I also use them in my window boxes, and I really love that pop of red. Red doesn't bother me at all in the garden. I know some people don't love it, but I love it. Then I've got some coleus here. This one is Proven Winners Color Blaze Royal Apple Brandy. Really beautiful bright lime green outline with a maroon purple inside. And this one, there's a slug right there. Let's go ahead and, is that a slug or a snail? Slug. Come on, buddy, you gotta get out of there. Ugh, they're very sticky. And then lastly, these four here, which I love, are standing fuchsia, and they thrive in part sun or shade. So these will be great because the front porch has a little cover over it. Here's an up close look. I love that type of bright pink color. I don't like regular pink. Bubblegum pink is not my thing. But this kind of hot corally pink color, I love. So as I mentioned, these are already partially planted. Dirt's already in there, but we have had severe thunderstorms come through. So I'm gonna clean these up a little bit. Some of these stems are just completely on their side. To do that, I'm just gonna take some shears and cut them off. No big deal. I still have a lot of this Victoria white standing nice and tall. And that just cleans it up quite a bit before I go in and plant my new stuff. So I'm going to get some Biotone starter fertilizer just to add to the new plants that I'm adding in and get these set up in here how I think I want them to look, and then we'll plant if I'm happy with everything.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is right.
Now that I've got the plants placed, I step back, I look at them, I assess, do I want to change anything? And I am really happy with these so far. Some of you might be asking, Steph, are you really going to put red and this fuchsia pink color together? It doesn't seem like they're opposite parts of the color wheel or like they should go together. Oh yes, I'm absolutely going to. I love this variation. It doesn't bother me. I think there's contrast enough between the red and the fuchsia that it gives some dimension. Also, I should show you what I have above me. On each side of the front porch, I've got these hanging baskets that I found at the garden center in the spring and love them. So it's got that hot pink color in it a little bit up here. So everything together kind of ties. These relate well to the fuchsia. The red relates well to the window box. It all works. One other quick tip before I grab that fertilizer. When I'm placing these, I'm thinking about weight and function. So this is an entrance to our front door. It is a corridor, if you will. People walk through here. So what I want is this part where the aisle is to feel a little lighter and not heavy and bulky. So I purposely put my coleus on the inside toward the pillars, because when you look at the coleus versus the fuchsia, it's heavier, it has more weight to it. And I don't mean literally, I mean just the look of the plant. It's a little bolder, the leaves are thicker, wider, whereas this one is more ethereal, it has fine petals, it's less weight. Does that make sense? So I purposely put these on the inside because it still feels nice and airy through here. People can easily get by. If I had the coleus here, it would just feel a little more heavy, and I don't want it to feel heavy in the walkway, if that makes sense. And that's not a professional thing or anything. I don't think it's a professional thing. I'm not a professional. That's just the feeling I want when walking in and out through here. So I like the look of it and I like the feeling of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these back and then sprinkle some Biotone starter fertilizer in there in the areas they're being planted in, and then get these in the ground. So when I'm placing these in here, I am placing them so that the most color is here. At first this one was facing backwards and there wasn't as much color. I don't really care what the back of it looks like, I care what the side and the front looks like. So I just turn my plants so that they can portray according to what I like. Done! Now we just need to water this in and clean this up. Actually, not done. There's a little space here I want to fill in, so I'm going to put in another petunia. Much better, much better. And actually, I'm going to add one more over here too. That's what stepping back and looking at your finished product really does, is it lets you see the full picture, so you know if you need to add something here or there if you really like it. So don't forget that step. Step back and look at it, so you don't have to come back later in the day and decide, oh, I missed a spot. Guess I missed quite a few spots. It does get a little tricky because this urn curves under and these are bigger, so I really don't have much room here, but I'm gonna try and force it. Now I'm officially happy with all of that. You've got the full picture here with the planters up top, the hanging baskets, these that I've just planted, and then the ones up front. It looks really nice and full up here, and that's what I love, a nice, full, inviting front porch space. It just feels cozy. Also, you can see the window box just off the corner there. You can see how the red ties in. I'll show you those again because we also have very similar coleus and very similar greenery falling down the front. So when you're looking at the house as a whole, it all ties in together really well. Nothing looks off or out of place. So here you can kind of see the big picture all tied in together. We've got the window boxes with that chartreuse spiller coming through the front, which ties into the black urn. Also the coleus and the Victoria white tie in together there. The fuchsia ties in with the hanging basket above. And then of course the greenery from the front, big front porch planter goes with everything. I do want to add some color to that, and I'm not sure what yet. Maybe a deeper red for the fall coming up, but it's all working together right now. I don't have time to add that color today to the big ones, but so far I'm really pleased. Okay, let's get these watered in and this space cleaned up. So many leaf blowers in the neighborhood. It's amazing what a 2-minute leaf blower will do for a cleanup, isn't it? A quick refresh on these pots, filling them in, completing them, does a lot to bring this front porch space all together. And like I said, when I have some time, I will add a little more color to those front planters. But this right here, I'm loving. The different textures, the different colors, how it ties into the window boxes and the hanging baskets. It's happened over a span of time this year. This didn't just happen all at once. And that's something I wanted to say is I never ever want people to look at my channel and think, oh my gosh, my front porch doesn't look as good as hers, or my front porch is not completed, or I don't have planters up there, or I need more color here, or I haven't finished that project, because my life is so real, you guys. It is August and I'm finishing these, and that's late, but it's okay. Life happens, events happen in our lives, things come up, we have to delegate our time elsewhere. Don't ever feel like you're insubordinate or insufficient when you're watching my channel, because you are sufficient. What you can get done, you can get done. And as long as it's filling your cup up and bringing you joy, that's what I want you to feel when you're watching my channel and when you're in your garden yourselves. So I know it's really hard, and it's been tough for me this year with social media, because it's constantly beauty, 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 perfection. And life's just not always like that. So I want to point out that this didn't happen in a day, and there's a lot left to do in my gardens. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel to follow along with all things garden. Comment below and let me know what are some of the combinations you're using on your front porch, or if you haven't gotten around to it yet, what you're thinking of, because it's still okay. You've got time. And otherwise, we will see you in the next one. Happy planting, everybody. Bye.